Busch won the race today. GG KFB. Joe Gibbs, that meme is circulating around, the just picture of him just with the shocked face, and he's just like Joe realizing he just got played. That is hilarious. I laughed at that every time I saw that on Twitter today.
Reddick's got to be
Yeah.
annoyed though, because of course the tire issue got fixed and the 8 car wins this year. He's probably like, fuck.
Yeah, well, yeah, and that's the thing. It's like Kyle Busch definitely has it out for I would imagine obviously all of JGR, and I feel like also Tyler Reddick a little bit just because he wants to, it's a measuring stick like he drove the car last year. So I feel like this is a big win for Kyle. I didn't quite think they'd win this quick, but also I'm not surprised. I feel like a lot more people are surprised that this happened this quick.
I'll be honest, I just figured that, like, yeah, they showed up to the Clash really good, and they showed up to Daytona really good, but yeah, I definitely figured there was going to be some just learning each other time that they would need to really get this good, and to do it on a weekend with no practice and no qualifying on top of that is extra incredible, to be completely honest.
There is something to be said about that because Kyle stated so much about how he needs practice and qualifying. But I think something else that we need to point out, he is still Kyle Busch.
Yeah.
He is still one of the greatest drivers in NASCAR history. And I feel like a lot of people wrote him off when, he was kind of going through that slump at JGR. I think the 550 package just not agree with Kyle at all. And he struggled. We saw that. He struggled the second half of 2019 and all of 2020, most of 2021. And then last year, he probably at the beginning of the year when Mars announced they were leaving, Joe probably had an idea, okay, Kyle's probably going to be the guy out. And we all know what happens to the fourth guy, Gibbs. He runs like shit. So I don't put as much on like Kyle struggling the past 3 or 4 years as, I don't put it on Kyle as much. I put it on the 550 package sucked. He didn't like it or get a handle on it, which, obviously, you gotta adapt to the situation. But and then he was kind of in a lame duck year last year. So I feel like we'll see the Kyle Busch that we've been missing the past, 3 or 4 years. That, the Kyle Busch that can drive anything with wheels and drive it fast. So
yeah, I mean, for them to figure out this early is, if I'm the competition, I'm terrified right now.
Dude, I didn't understand why people were thinking this was a step down.
Yeah, I don't know why.
I didn't get that at all. I mean, Reddick won 3 races and could have won a lot more.
Yeah.
Reddick was fast as shit.
RCR was clearly on the up and up last year.
Yeah, I mean,
and especially and you compare that with where the 18 team was, and clearly they missed something in sim, because they would never, in the past like 3 years, they've never really showed up to the track. And you look at, with the look of they're going to win the race, and yeah, immediately in 2023 they've showed up 3 times and it looked like they're going to win the race.
I think some of it, Kyle had some things happening in his private life over the past couple of years, and also Kyle just didn't like the car. He didn't like the 550 package. He didn't like the way it drives. Typically, it's the same philosophy with plate racing. Drivers that don't like plate racing typically don't run well at plate races. And I think maybe that's the same correlation here. Kyle didn't like running that style of package, and so he didn't embrace it, and he didn't do well at it.
Yeah.
And I think now he's in a better spot in life, and he's happier, and that's dangerous for the competition.
Yeah. I think the funniest thing to me out of all of this has nothing to do with anything we're talking about, but Rowdy Burns did the fucking command to start engines today, and Kyle Busch laid a whooping on the field. I think that's hilarious, and I felt it.
The most hilarious thing from today was Kyle Busch getting out of the car and saying, "I need to rub some 3-Chi on my hands because I was gripping the steering wheel so hard."
No, he said he needs some 3-Chi for his hands. He didn't say he was going to rub it on him.
Whatever. I mean,
it's a difference.
Well, I mean, that's what you do with it.
You rub it. You don't ingest it.
Were you not? Oh, you weren't at Nashville when we went to the. No, they have like cream.
Oh,
I got some for my back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's like CBD gets in. It's good for your joints and stuff. They make bath bombs and they make cream and they make edibles. They make, vapes. Yeah, they make all sorts of shit. Seth, read a book sometime. Jeez.
I can't do CBD because it could have THC in it, so I can't do that. Why would
that's a nice hat. Our hat game today is strong.
We're killing it today, yeah.
Yeah. Seth's got the Wilkesboro hat on, and I got the V. Winston hat.
They come together in a.
That is nice... weird. Yes.